All last week, the Sony fandom was coming out and saying that PlayStation needs to acquire someone else next in order to compete with Microsoft. We got to buy Square Enix. We got to buy Konami. PlayStation, you have to buy Capcom. You have to. I'm not even sure if those three properties are even for sale. But listen, Sony fanboys, I'm going to ask you this. Even if those companies were for sale, even if Sony needed to go out and buy these companies, they can't. They can't do it. They are over $2 trillion in debt. When I used to do reports about PlayStation losing money back in the day, it was like trillions of dollars of yen. Now, the yen wasn't the same as the American dollar. The American dollar is more expensive. But now we have reached a moment in time in PlayStation where now they are $2 trillion in debt. Dollars, not yen. God. How did they get in $2 trillion worth of debt? How? I thought they were the number one console. I thought the PlayStation 4 was selling like hotcakes. I thought that you won the console war because you had the highest selling console. That's what I thought. That's what the PlayStation fanboys made it seem like. That's what the gaming media had made it seem like. Through the whole PlayStation 4 console generation, the gaming media had made it seem like PlayStation was just making so much money. There were just so much money in their pockets that they couldn't even count all the goddamn money. But I remember that PlayStation 3 era, and I remember they lost so much money with the PlayStation 3. That's the reason why they did not, and I mean they did not defeat the Xbox 360. From time and time again, people try to come to me and say, oh, look, Zobi, the PlayStation 3 beat the Xbox 360 in sales. And I go, yeah, but you fools are being tricked by the gaming media and these idiots online by thinking that having the most console sold is what makes you the winner. And that's not the case. The PlayStation 3 lost the PlayStation brand so much money to the point where even PlayStation came out and said, if the PlayStation 4 wasn't successful, quote unquote successful, I don't know how it was successful. If you're $2 trillion in debt, but if the PlayStation 4 wasn't successful, we would have been up out of here. If it wasn't for the hard work, I remember the gaming media put overtime. They put in overtime to sell that piece of crap PlayStation 4. They went overtime. I remember after that when Sony had started the console war between the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, and they had what is his name, Yoshida, and that other Caucasian guy that left PlayStation. And they were talking about how you could trade your games, and they handed the game off to the other guy. I think I might have it here in my notes. Hold on. I remember this. I remember when the gaming media was just marveling. Oh, yeah, right here. The most powerful gaming historian. Yeah. I remember when Sony did this. And the gaming media took it, and oh my God, they just needed anything. They just needed one small thing to take and blow up, and then that's what they did. They went overtime to sell the PlayStation 4 after the disaster the PlayStation 3 was. According to Sony Group's most recent financial statement, as reported on June 22nd, 2021, total debt is at 2.9 trillion, with 773.29 billion in long-term debt and 1.32 trillion in debt, adjusting for 1.79 trillion in cash equivalents. The company has a net debt of 305.88 billion. Those billions and trillions could be used to buying studios, but you can't. And with Microsoft acquiring Activision and Blizzard for $70 billion, and a lot of developers out there are going to be saying, hey, we might be able to get close to that number. There's no way, and I mean there's no way that Sony's going to be able to come out here and acquire any of these companies. Not only that, what benefit would it be of acquiring Square Enix? What would be the benefits of it? Hold on. Hold on. Final Fantasy VII remake only did 5 million. The Final Fantasy VII remake only did 5 million. Hold on. Don't believe me? Hold on. Look. You don't believe me? Check it out. I got it right here. Right there. Final Fantasy VII remake only did 5 million. Out of 120, 30, 40 million PlayStation consoles sold. It only did a measly 5 million units. What is Square Enix going to do? How is Square Enix going to help PlayStation get out of its debt? How is that 5 million? Come on, stop. How is paying Square Enix billions of dollars just to get 5 million units? How is buying Square Enix going to benefit PlayStation in any way, shape, or form? How? Are you just doing it because you're being a preschooler and you're going, these are my toys and you can't play with these toys, even though that toy is sitting over there and nobody's using it? And then the one kid goes over there and he goes and touches the toy and you go, hey, put that toy down. That's my toy. And the little kid looks at you and goes, well, you're not playing with this. You're over there playing Call of Duty. That's what I used to do when I was a kid, right? Hey, whoa, what are you doing? That's Jimmy over there. Put Jimmy down, man. Yeah, but you playing with those toys over there. Yeah, oh, whatever. Here, take this toy. Here, take this. Don't play with him. That's Jimmy. That's my boy over there. Here, play with him. Here's God of War. Here, play with Horizon. Here, Zero Dawn. Here you go. Play the game. Play with the toys I don't want to play with. That's how the Sony fanboys are acting. You don't even play with your Square Enix toys. When Final Fantasy VII Remake came out, you guys only played it for about 3 or 4 days, and then that was it. You were done with that. You were done with the Woody, and you moved on to the Buzz Lightyear. Call of Duty. I had a guy in the comment section today talking about Call of Duty guys. All they play is first-person shooters. So are you. That's your number one selling game. How delusional. We really believe that the Sony fanboys are out here. They were just world-renowned gamers, right? They were just so broad and world-renowned, and I'm playing this and I'm playing that. It's all lies. $2 trillion in debt. My God. How can you buy anybody? How? Who are you buying? Come on. Come on, who are you buying? Only thing you can buy is cell phone companies. That's it. We're supposed to be in the next generation, and you're making investments in cell phone companies. You're acquiring companies that are not even ready to make a new game yet. We wanted to get a game from these acquisitions of Bluepoint and Housemarque until another 5 or 6 years. Meanwhile, Activision and Bethesda was already working on projects. Starfield will be coming out in just a matter of months. Activision is always working on games yearly. $2 trillion. Who you gonna buy? Who are you to tell PlayStation to run out there and open up their wallets? You better start being like the gaming media and saying how unfair this is. You might as well just say that. You might as well just sit there and cry, just like Colin Moriarty, just like Greg Miller, just like all these guys, and say how unfair this is. This is unfair. This is going to ruin gaming. You should just do that. Because you don't have no chance in hell in buying anything. Especially not Square Enix. What is Square Enix going to do? PlayStation, you had the blueprint. PlayStation had the blueprint for success, just in case if something went wrong. You can always go back to what made you the PlayStation brand. But as soon as Jim Ryan got in there, he made it a point to get rid of everything because he is so stupid. And I say this not to be mean, but it's honesty. The man's either really stupid or either he's a genius. And I'm going to tell you why he's a genius in another video. Or maybe I'll use it for the Xtendo podcast. But right here, right now, I am saying either he is really stupid or he just might be a genius. Maybe he knows a way how to get rid of that $2 trillion worth of debt. And maybe they might sell PlayStation to get rid of it. And focus on making Spider-Man. We'll get into it. This is nothing more than a simple update video. That's all it is. And man, it's sabotaging the PlayStation. I believe it. And wait, it gets worse. It gets worse. You're already $2 trillion in debt. If Microsoft pulls Activision games from PlayStation, Sony will lose between 87 to 260 million in profits year after year. Hunter is a diehard PlayStation guy, so he's going to try to find a way to make it seem like everything is okay. But relatively minor, Sony operating profits for the 12 months ending in September was around 1 trillion yen, 8 billion. Still $2 trillion in debt. And I'm pretty sure that 8 billion came from Call of Duty. So there goes your eyeballs and flame emojis. Who are they going to buy? It's over. It's over.